right, we are recording. How is everyone doing today? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing my NFL head coaching candidates. Going into it, I have a couple rules. Also, I spent a lot of time on this PowerPoint. I literally spent probably about like an hour on this PowerPoint. Now probably like 20 minutes, but still, I put a lot of effort into it. So, any mean comments, I will cry for the rest of my life too. My rules here: no college coaches and no unrealistic candidates. So, for example, I like Matt Campbell. Now for my dark horses, stuff like that, underrated guys, sure. And guys I didn't put in. Forgot to add Matt Campbell, but he's a guy. I'll get to that later. No unrealistic people. Bill Cowher's not going to retire. Bill Belichick's not leaving the Patriots unless he retires. Tom Brady's not retiring today and becoming a head coach. Didn't make the list. You're going to see a few names on there that, especially, I would say 3 of them that are on a lot of people's lists. Here's my reasoning. Let's start out from bottom to top. Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris, I like as a candidate, and if this was my personal top 10, he would be on this list. But the Rams defense, okay, it's okay this year. I think it's regressed since Brandon Staley left, and at the same time, he has so much good personnel that you really can't say he's developed a lot of players. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. I'm sorry. If the Browns were open, 100% she's going to be on their list. 100%. A funny story. I actually believed that for a sec because it was the Browns. Luckily, Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry came and fixed that franchise. But weird report. Tony Elliott Jr. I don't see him leaving Virginia at the altar. But if Jacksonville calls him today, we'll see. Jeff Hafley, Boston College, a guy who I love. He would be in my top 10. They need to give him another year, but I can see him being that Matt Rule type. Pat Fitzgerald, I truly think he's the number 1 candidate for the Bears job right now. I don't think he's going to leave. Bill O'Brien, love Bill O'Brien, not doing college. Everyone shits on Bill O'Brien, but as a coach, he was an amazing coach for the Texans. As a GM, not so good. Jim Caldwell, if Jim Caldwell was 15, or I would even say 10 years younger and had less health issues, definitely in my top 3. Sadly, though, with all the health issues surrounding him right now, I just can't put him on my list. Finally, Eric Bieniemy, probably the biggest hot take is he's number 1 on a lot of people's list, and it's not because it's a regression. NFL teams don't like arrest records for coaches, and I'm doing this list top 10 based on NFL guys. If Eric Bieniemy did not have the arrest records, number 1, I would say the number 0.5 because he would be so high on everyone's list. But his arrests are not that cheeky. Like there's stuff that's you cringe a little bit at. So, but at the same time though, with Eric Bieniemy, when Andy Reid retires, he's getting that Chiefs job. So even though he's gonna get interviews, I don't know why he would leave. Dark horses today. Gerard Mayo. I forgot to add linebacker coach, my bad. Like Gerard Mayo, I thought he's almost gonna he was probably a top 3 finals for the Eagle job. Good. Joe Brady. Cliff Kingsbury. Only comment on that. Matt Nagy. Everyone craps on Matt Nagy, but Matt Nagy didn't he win Coach of the Year and made the playoffs 2 times, right? Is either 2 or 3 times. Jack Del Rio. I would not be surprised if the Raiders whip out on Doug Pederson. Mark Davis says, I'm sorry, Jack, we made a mistake. Can you come back? I don't know if he'll take it, but we'll see. Sean Desai. Also, forgot to add Patrick Graham on here. I just don't think the Giants are a good enough team that Patrick Graham will get a head coaching job. Desai, I think, is a good coach. He's young, going to have a lot of potential. Jeff Stoutland, I don't understand why he hasn't gotten as much hype. What he has done for this Eagle offensive line is amazing. Um, we need I don't know why he's not the assistant head coach in Philly, but that's for another video maybe. Aaron Glenn, he's gonna get interviews. You're gonna say, wait, what? Lions defensive coordinator, what? He's gonna get interviews. NFL owners love him. Jairo Vero, he's going to be a hot candidate eventually. If Raheem Morris somehow gets a job this offseason, he'll be the defensive coordinator of the Rams. If not, I think Jairo Vero will at least get a DC job somewhere. Brian Callahan with the Bengals, what he's done for this Bengals offense is impeccable. Also, watch out for Dan Pitcher possibly getting an offensive coordinator position. Mike Kafka, I like Mike Kafka. For a team like Houston, maybe a guy like that would be it. My number 10 is Mike Munchak. No one talks about Mike Munchak, but Tennessee time wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. He deserves another shot, in my opinion. He's on the older side, but what he's done for that Denver offensive line is amazing. It's really amazing, and I really think that Mike Munchak deserves another shot. I know NFL teams like him. If somehow Vic Fangio gets fired in Denver and they can't get a good guy, Mike Munchak's a great candidate. Number 9, Kellen Moore. I would love to see Kellen Moore in Denver if somehow Vic Fangio gets fired. Kellen Moore was probably top 5 a few weeks ago, but at the same time, I can't really give Kellen Moore a lot of credit because he really, I would say, Michael Gallup. Like, there's not a huge, since he's became the offensive coordinator, there hasn't really been a lot of guys that he has truly built up and made them elite players. You could say Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott was that way when another coach was there. Number 8, Byron Leftwich. Another hot take. Byron Leftwich. I loved when he was in Arizona. I loved him with Winston in Tampa, but he is super overrated right now. Tom Brady's your quarterback. You have so much. You had so much on your offense already. Now, what do you do with Chris Godwin? Love Mike Evans. Love. He's even Leonard Fournette. Great. But Tom Brady's your quarterback, and knowing other teams, McDaniels didn't get the Green Bay Packer job. McDaniels didn't get the Eagle. Well, McDaniels got offered the Eagle job and he declined. But still, the whole Tom Brady thing. Tom Brady's your quarterback. You're always gonna be looked at a little bit lower. Jason Garrett, another hot take here. Why hasn't Jason Garrett got legit head coaching interest? His time with the Giants, it wasn't great, but at the same time, this season, last 2 seasons, their best player has pretty much been hurt almost every game. And right now, he is not 100%. He did not get a fair shot in New York. Joe Judge wanted him out since day one. Joe Judge is the issue. If Jason Garrett was the Giants head coach right now, they would be looking into the playoffs. But it's a hot take, and I get it. And it's coming from an Eagle fan. Jason Garrett deserves another shot. He made Dak Prescott, and yeah, everyone says Dak. Well, Dak made Jason look good. Dak was a 4th-round pick. Okay, you need to give Jason Garrett credit for developing Dak Prescott to the way he is. And I'm not saying Dak was a bum, but a 4th-round pick. Come on, the coach needs to get credit. The offensive staff needs to get credit. Dak was really good because of Jason Garrett. Offensive line, they got the guys. They developed the guys. Jason Garrett's a better coach than Mike McCarthy right now. Hate to say it, but true. Number 6, Matt Eberflus. Colts defense has been good. They haven't had amazing personnel, and he's developed guys. Kenny Moore, Darius Leonard. Just a lot of guys that are he's developed really well. And he is a guy that I truly think he could seriously bring a Marcus Brady with him, or even, he's going to bring a lot of guys to his new spot, and he's going to have a lot of connections for his coaching staff, which I think kind of puts him a little higher for me. Sorry, that pitcher's terrible. It's a shitty-ass pitcher, but in general, Matt Eberflus, great defensive mind. Number 5 is Dennis Allen. I'm recording this after that Saints game. Okay, I think it's time to give Dennis Allen way more credit. I think maybe it's because that Raiders stint was a disaster. But what happened tonight? Saints defense, not even that good personnel-wise. The best offense in the league he made look like the Detroit Lions. Will he get a shot? Maybe. Hopefully. But we'll see. I have a tie for number 4. I'm putting Todd Bowles here. If Todd Bowles was 20 years younger, no, I'm not going to say that. Todd Bowles' head coaching stint with the Jets was good. People are going to crap on it. He did really good with the Jets. He didn't make the playoffs, but he was a good coach with the New York Jets, and I like Todd Bowles. He was a guy who I liked in Philly to be the Eagles head coach. My only bad thing I can really say about Todd Bowles, I guess maybe is the age thing. The rest of the guys in this list are pretty much a little bit younger. But at the same time, Todd Bowles deserves a head coaching job. Now, the only other thing I'll say too is he never got the offensive coordinator right in Tampa or in Jackson with the Jets. Sorry, is he gonna still rely on those same exact people? Because if he does, he's not gonna work as a head coach. He needs a good offensive coordinator to work. I forgot his last name, but Harold with the Bucs right now, Harold Godwin. He could work. It's just getting that offensive coordinator right. 4B is Dan Quinn. Why is Kellen Moore's name hotter than Dan Quinn right now? Dan Quinn made a Super Bowl. Yeah, he was on the defense side of the ball, sure, but he made a Super Bowl. Less than probably 90 coaches done that in their NFL career as a head coach, and he almost won that game if he didn't blow that lead. Dallas's defense went from a terrible unit under Mike Nolan to oh my god. And this is as an Eagle fan. I am scared of Dallas. I have never had bad dreams of scaring of a team in my life, but I have a dream Micah Parsons and Dan Quinn are just going to destroy me. Oh my god, he is such a great defensive coordinator. Way different from Micah Parsons. Amazing. He's going to be a great coach. He needs to get the hell out of Dallas. Get him a head coach's job so Dallas can hire a dumb defensive coordinator, and I'll be happy as an Eagle fan. Top 3, Doug Pederson. Doug Pederson is like your ex that you dated for 5 years. And at the end, it started to get a little rocky because you thought you could do better. And then after a few months, you realize that you actually had it really well. The new girl, just you guys don't have the same interests as much. She loves gardening. She loves rock, paper, scissors. And your old girlfriend, she was so good, so safe. Like potential. The new girl's just, and I like Nick Sirianni a lot, but he's not Doug Pederson. I hope he can be Doug Pederson one day because I will have another ring on my finger. I would love Nick Sirianni. But Doug Pederson, I am so sorry for Ryan to be fired last season. I am so sorry, Doug. But in general, NFL coaching candidates, Doug Pederson, amazing. He won a Super Bowl. He outcoached Bill Belichick. Okay. He made Tom Brady cry. Last year in Philly wasn't good. But Doug Pederson won out of Philly, which concerns me. Because would he want to be out for another job as well? But if I don't look at it that way, great offensive mind. Press Taylor is a rising NFL head coach. And if he could bring Jim Schwartz as defensive coordinator somewhere, that's an amazing coaching staff. Number 2, Brian Daboll. Yeah, get out of here with the stuff saying that. Oh my god, Brian Daboll. Bill's offense sucks. Okay, Bill's offense wasn't anything until Brian Daboll came. They have a bad year. Sure. Does he have a running back? No.